Shalom, shalom. I'm gonna play something. First, I'm gonna read this precept real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20 in NLT. It says, "Look to God's instructions and teachings. People who contradict His word are completely in the dark." I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is to the world, evenly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit, the pillar of Hebrew. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, but willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word, but willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwat Yom, that are believers in His faith and His truth, but willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent, virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. The reason why I titled it is many people that are put in a position to go against the Bible is because I'm listening to this Billy Carson debate with a so-called Christian, and this man bringing up other books. Hey, that's his prerogative. His faith is not really in Yahweh Shem Shai. That he can't believe in a God that will murder children, have men over women, But whatever God that you believe in, just saying, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is real, say whatever God that you believe in, why He is allowing women and children to get killed. People just want to point their hand at, the Yahweh Shai, the God of the Bible. But then when they say they do believe in a God, but this God that's in the Bible don't exist, and then they make complaints on why the God of the Bible is allowing kids and children to die. And the same throughout history, it's been happening, right? So if you believe in a God or a power that you believe in, why is your God allowing children and women to die? All the way from back to history, all the way to now. You can't just point the finger in one direction and don't even point it to yourself, right? So I might keep saying that multiple times throughout this little quick lesson. So again, I'm going to read Isaiah 8 and 20 in the NLT. Hold on one second. People really is upset with the God of the Bible, but want to have the nerve and say they believe in God, they believe in the power, but you don't ask your own self the same question. So again, Isaiah 8 and 20. In the NLT, it says, "Look to God's instructions and teachings. People who contradict His word are completely in the dark." Right? So if you contradicting the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, you are in the dark. This is why the Lord have given you a strong delusion that you'll believe a lie. Everybody is pointing the finger at the God of the Bible, killing kids and all of this and all of that. But then you don't talk about the God that you believe that is allowing women and kids to die, right? Let me get another one just to back up the Lord, because we're in the Lord's creation. Another thing, let me get this one. It's Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 21, right? Because the Lord backs up everything. Why this is this and this is that. This Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 21. "A man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For He have made all things for the uses." Right? All things that the Lord have created have a purpose. you know? And then when we look at people getting conquered, people in slavery, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is dealing with order, you know, because what I'm about to play, you got Billy Carson and other people upset that God has chosen a people, and that people are finally coming to the realization, I'm a chosen people over other nations. You yourself have certain things that you pick over other things. Your favorite this, your favorite that. Some of us, oh, I love women, but my favorite is this. Oh, I love this country, but this is my favorite. You know? Again, everybody want to point that God is terrible because he allowed women and children to get killed, and that women are under men or subjection, or people are in slavery. But if you say you believe in a God and a power, why are you not asking the same question to yourself? Why did your God, it could be Allah, it could be Buddhism, why did he allow death to happen in the earth? Make it make sense, right? So everything has a purpose in the Lord's creation, right? Another thing, let's just go to this, which is very just plain. Let me get this one first. This is Isaiah chapter 55, and I'm gonna read verse 7. It says, no, hold on. Verse 8, it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Right? So, especially outside of this word, we can never understand the Lord. Everybody going to every other book and then, man, I read this book and it's contradicting itself. You really don't understand it. That's why. I've been throughout this book, and nothing came to me that contradicted. It's just certain things I come across I might not understand, and I might need a brother to sharpen me, guide me in it, give me some precepts that actually make sense of what I'm reading. And some people that's reading this don't understand what precept is. You know? Oh, I'm about to just compare this with this, and don't understand some things in these scriptures is mysteries, right? So let's go to this, another thing in the history, where you go to 1 Samuel, right? Verse 2, chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So the Lord can make you a person of bondage and slavery. The Lord can make you rich and above people. He can make you low. He can make you high. He did this with multiple nations directly talking towards the Israelites. But every nation had a chance to rise and then become low. It says, he riseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. The adversary of the Lord Yahweh shall be broken into pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed. Because the whole point of this is to exalt Hamashiach Yahushua. And some people don't believe in Yahushua. People don't believe in God. But I believe in God. I believe that it's a power. But the God that you believe that does this and does that. But guess what? When you look around and actually pay attention, death actually happened on the earth. You know? That goes again, you got to ask yourself the same question you asking us. Right? So I'm about to play this, what Billy Carson said.
It's good text, because if you actually apply some of the information that's in the Bible, you can get a good result, like you have done, Mark.
Right. I struggle with no, I want you to finish your thought.
Yeah. So because you can get a good result, but there's a lot of misinformation in the Bible. There's a lot of false information that's copied from ancient texts. And if you go by that text, all of a sudden you end up with 400 years of slavery. You end up with abuse. You end up with...
Hold on. 4 year in a text, hey, he's not talking about it, that it was a prophecy. Prophecy is a future event. That helps the children of Israel, believe in the Lord more. right? We get to look at that as something miraculous or a sign. Oh man, the Lord did say that the descendants of Abraham will go into captivity for 400 years. This is what this thing is about. You know, a lot of us live off of prophecies, right? That help us know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is real. Because what he said will happen, happened. Right? What is it? Genesis, the 15th chapter. I think this is what we want. Yep. This is Genesis chapter 15, verse 12. It says, when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a certain that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Did not the Lord, if you have faith and believe in this, did not the Lord put the children of Israel in captivity for 400 years? Did he not judge those people that ruled that land? And did they not come out with great substance? Yes, because we see it in the scriptures that it actually happened, but we believe it, right? 2 Corinthians 5 and 7, we live by faith, not by sight. So by our faith, we believe that whatever the Lord said, it actually happened. You know, this man not going to the scriptures of understanding this is a prophecy. It's spoken way before it happened. And then when it happened, it was a prophecy. Because every time when something came to pass, they would go to the scriptures and re-quote what thus saith the Lord. I'm going to read it again. Genesis 15, verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abraham, and lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abraham, know of a certainty that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them. And they shall afflict them for 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Right? And this is the Lord is speaking this to Abraham through his deep sleep. Because the Lord was speaking to the men of the Lord in visions and dreams. You know? A lot of people, man, actually, let's get another one. This is how you know the stuff that he's talking is straight bull crap, man. Even you Christians, man. Prophecies, that shows you that you're in the spirit of Yahushua. This is Revelations 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see, thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship God, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So it would have been better if he would have said, well, prophecy said that this was going to happen. Did it not happen? Yes. People try to discredit the scriptures, but you talk about an Enaki clan, you talk about all these other things. But then the people want to push that God allowed these people to die, and then they said it really happened. But if he's not real, and you say you believe in a God, and this is real, then that means your God allowed it to happen too. You know? This is why we have to put that armor on, because people could be saying some smooth things and they can hit you like, damn, man, that person was on point with that.
Misinformation in the Bible. There's a lot of false information that's copied from ancient texts. And if you go by that text, all of a sudden you end up with 400 years of slavery. You end up with abuse. You end up with divide and conquer tactics that separate people. You end up with people thinking that they're the chosen ones and they're the chosen people, and we've been promised this promised land.
Let me get that back.
Misinformation in the Bible. There's a lot of false information that's copied from ancient texts. And if you go by that text, all of a sudden you end up with 400 years of slavery.
Here, hold on. Copy from other people. The Lord gave us straight information that these words didn't come from any private interpretation. Let me see if I can get this real quick. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 in verse 19 to 21. It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation, for the prophecy came not in the old time by the will of man. So if we were copying it from somebody else, and they were not of the children of Israel, or moved by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we ain't copying shit. So like from my French, right? But it says, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Rakah Kodash. Holy men, set apart, Kodash, right? And they were moved by Yahweh, they were moved by Yahweh Shem Yahushai through the Rakah Kodash, right? Only Israelites was moved by the Rakah Kodash. And that goes off of this man don't have no faith. Discredit everything he says a person. There's another video where his wife defends him because really she know that he got cut. You know, I'm still watching more of it, but she's saying he really don't debate. And anybody that wanted to ever debate him should be dropping $50,000 just to debate him. This is how you know that people are really just trying to teach the word or go against the word for money. People are in this thing for clout and entertainment. You know, you have to be true and genuine about your faith, especially when you speaking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But this is what comes with the battle that we have to deal with in this thing, right? Let me go to this in Sirach Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and 14. Always got to bring out verses that you already been bringing out. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So some of y'all are ungodly that are Israelites, and even more, you're still dead from the neck up. You don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord. Let me go to another precept that I've been bringing out throughout for the past few days and few weeks, right? What is it? Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 9:6. It says, for though a man never be perfect among the children of men, yet if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded. Right? If you don't have the wisdom of the Lord, you are regarded as nothing. You know? So who is you? Who is you, Billy Carson? You know? You are regarded as nothing, any man, any woman. You know, that same spirit is on some brothers that's in this faith that don't even believe in this doctrine but want to make it something else, man. You were put in a position to go against the ministry. You seem good. You seem like a sheep. You know, you seem pleasant and well in peace, right? Peace with all men, but really you're a wolf in sheep clothing. You know, it's people that's put in a position to go against the Bible, man. And when I say the Bible, I'm saying it in the aspect of when you go against the Bible, you're truly going against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let me get this in Psalms 91, right? Because this shows that this truth, which is, where do you get the truth? The word. The Lord put this truth in word form for us to read it, right? That's Psalms 91, and I believe verse 4. Could be mistaken. Yes, it's verse 4. This is Psalms 91, verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. You know, how do we get the truth of the Lord? By the Bible. The Bible is our banner. Isaiah 13:2. There's another one, I think, Psalm 60 something, right? The banner is this truth. You know, this Bible is held as a sign. Throughout this Bible, you have signs, prophecy, right? What else did he say?
You end up with abuse. You end up with divide and conquer tactics.
Wait, this is not abuse. I know what abuse is. I've been sexually, physically abused. The Lord not abusing us, right? Let's go to what is a prophecy that the Lord said, man. He not speaking nothing of prophecy, right? This is why he sound like that. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 27, going into Israel will be enslaved. It says, because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with glad of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and a want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. From time and time again, the Lord said, right, if we don't turn from our ways, he's going to put us in subjection, right? I'm gonna go back to Deuteronomy. You should see this throughout all the scriptures, man. This man ain't bringing no prophecies out because the Lord not dealing with him on that level, right? And this, hey, Lord willing, anybody that can see this, that go against the Lord, Lord willing, the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai get upon you because you're set in a position to go against this too, right? What is it? This is Judges chapter 2, verse 14. It says, the anger of the Lord Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them. And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. We angered the Lord. This is not abuse. We did it ourselves. We did deserve slavery. The power above. Do you truly believe in the power above? He put you in slavery because you went against him. This nigga not bringing out nothing, man. Right? For real, man. I hope the Lord put a sickness on anybody that's going against this thing, man. Right? What is it? Amos 3. I'm giving you the classics, man. These is prophecies, man. Right? This is Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh spoken against you. Right? The Lord is speaking to the children of Israel through Amos. We already see that in 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19 down, that these scriptures, these prophecies didn't come from any private interpretation. They were moved by Yahweh Shem Shai to speak and to say the things that they're saying, right? Because the Lord is angry. It says, this is the word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. This man saying abuse. Prove it in the scriptures is abuse. Even the Lord said, Israel, your ways are unequal and my ways are equal. Because we was complaining saying the Lord's ways are unequal. We were moving in the freaking flesh, man. Right? Let's get that in the New Testament. Rapid fire, man. I'm excited that he said that, man. Right? This is what is it? Ephesians 2 and 11. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called circumcision in the flesh, made by hands. Right? We were people moving outwardly. We were moving in the flesh. That's why the Lord judged us by putting us into captivity, rare hard bondage. Right? Let me get another one in the history. I'm gonna go to 2 Chronicles, the 7th chapter, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will hear their land. We have to be humble and turn to him. Show me when Israel was consistent turning to the Lord. And us being in this flesh, we keep turning away from the Lord. Keep going into wickedness. Keep going into sin. This is why it kept happening to us over and over and over again, like a damn energizing bunny. You people really don't have faith. You believing in some false, fake bullshit, man. And it's amazing. Everybody has a purpose. And I'm happy for your purpose, Billy Carson. I'm happy for you, for your purpose, for you false prophets that say you are Israelites. I'm happy for you brothers and sisters that's using the name of the Lord and you falsely moving in this thing. You got women bringing out prophecies on YouTube and TikTok. Oh, I prophesied this, and bringing out scriptures, and then knowing that the scriptures, no woman should be doing that, right? And then some of the things that you say, and then you teach in the name of Yeshua or Jesus is totally wrong. A lot of y'all was put in a position to do that, and guess what? You don't damage this ministry, right? You would hyphen it because the men of the Lord, somehow, some way, somebody's watching that video, right? For me, I'm at work watching video after video, and I came across, because I've been knew about Billy Carson and the stuff he talked about, and I just ignored it. But for him to go to a Christian that everybody said that he was getting cut on whatever he was coming up with, I'm like, I ain't gonna watch it. Then I wake up today and I see that his wife is trying to defend him. I see, if I was around, I would have told him not to even do that, man. You know, y'all caught him at a vulnerable state. You see his arm. He just came from the hospital. That's why he wasn't in the right state of mind. Guess what? He could have said, you know what, I don't want to do this. No, it's because the Lord just opened a can of whooping ass and used him for a punching bag. You know? And this goes for especially IUIC. A lot of y'all are placed in that, and guess what? A lot of you dead people are still gonna follow Billy Carson. A lot of y'all gonna still follow where this man Bishop Nathaniel said is going to be a realm that's gonna open up, and the 2/3 are gonna burn forever. Then you got BOW sitting here saying the 2/3 are not gonna be regenerated back into the kingdom, but you telling me the wicked nation that done the things to us, that's going to be in slavery, they're gonna be able to rebuild and to be there while we're enjoying our kingdom, but the 2/3 won't. And the other nations is more wicked than Israel. We're wicked because the Lord is for us. The law was for us, but they're naturally born wicked. You know, wait, guess what? Your child, they still be bad, and you whoop their ass, right? And then they still able to go in their room, you take their video game, then they start doing good, you give them back their video game. On this side is about the elect. They're going to down this side, they're going to know the truth, death by pain, and come back. You guys were set up just to steer the elect to think, oh, you guys saying the 2/3 going to get it, that's going to make everybody say it's comfortable. Nobody is telling you be comfortable. Oh, hey, you could just, no. Anybody trying to get in the kingdom as a 2/3, you're gonna have everlasting contempt. You're gonna have your head down. Everybody is trying to teach, pursue to be the elect, pursue to get saved and beamed up on this side. I'm not teaching, hey, choose to be the 2/3. On this side, fuck the 2/3. And if I'm one of those, it's literally you're a done deal. Right? Billy Carson, whoever is in that position to go against this truth, right? You're going to be dealt with at the end, man. Right? So again, we have to humble ourselves and turn from our wickedness, man. Then the Lord is going to heal our land and heal us. Right? Back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 49, it says, the Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce a countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. He shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed. Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kin, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. He shall besiege thee in thy gates, until thy high and fenced wall come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. He shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord Yahweh Shemashai thy power have given thee. We can keep on going. Then when you go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, it was going to be a falling away, because the Lord knew that we were stiff-necked niggas. We was never going to get it because we're in this flesh. And when we're living around other nation, I want to be like you. I want to be like you. And it fucked us up. This is why a lot of our people, our women are more weak. Our men are more degenerate and weak, right? Our emotions and feelings getting the best of us, whereas it's worldly emotion and feelings. Soon as somebody, you could be angry, and this happened to me, be angry, and somebody trying to give you words of wisdom, I don't want to hear that. Hey, give me your opinion more. Hey, you know what? Give me a blunt. Let's snort a line or something. That's how we is in the flesh. We're so fucking, excuse my language, man, sorry. We're so freaking weak that as soon as we angry, we under pressure, we lose stuff, we don't want to count on the Lord, man. You know? When you pray, sometimes when I was praying and I was angry, I'm still thinking about when I'm angry, and then I'd be like, you know what, that prayer wasn't even serious enough. My spirit probably was praying, and then I had to go back and pray again because my thought is still on what I'm thinking. How can you really let go and let God and you still thinking on it, man? This man, Billy Carson, is leading people astray. All these other teachers leading people astray. The world, if you are not strong in this thing, things that you watching in the world will consume and latch on your flesh. And then you start, like women start getting loud and obnoxious. They start watching loud and obnoxious bitches, man. Then they start bringing that in their household because they're reflecting on what they're watching. Niggas become female niggas, right? Becoming effeminate, right? Wanting to argue, want to be seen, right? All that other stuff is because of the things of this world. How do we counter that? By Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. However, you might look at it, no, I do this this day, I do this. No, this has to be every day. Billy Carson is an example. Going to every other book in disregarding this. Anybody contradicting this word is in darkness. If you don't believe in this word, truly, you are in darkness still. You know, a lot of us is weak. Guess what? The more weak you is, it's easy to manipulate you. That's why through the spirit, you got to show the left-hand side, man, I'm strong in this. Because the left-hand side going to come with every technique just to fuck you over. Oh, man, this man just said the scriptures show abuse. Where? It's called you reap what you sow. Show me abuse one time. The Lord never overdid anything he did, right? Let me get something else, man. I'm about to end, you know, because we could keep on going in this thing. Right, the three holy children, and these is the three. This is Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, right? In the fiery furnace, and this is what they said about the Lord, man. And guess what? They was following the Lord to the T. Even the righteous are put in a low example. This man didn't bring out no prophecies, man. Right? This is the three holy children, starting at verse 4. It says, "For thou art righteous in all the things that thou hast done to us. And yeah, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right and all thy judgments truth." These are men that are in the flesh, but move in the spirit. And they're saying, you are righteous in everything you did. Show me a precept, Mr. Billy Carson, where this was abuse. The other women saying, God is within us. If you don't even believe in the Lord, how can the Lord be in you? Literally, when it says ye are gods, first it's talking about men. Because men are power. Women, wasn't made to be in the same power as men. So first, when we emphasize gods, we want to put it into men. Who creates out of man and women? Man. Women, you just bear and carry the child. The man holds the seeds in his nuts. He plants the seeds in you. Jeremiah 1:5, the Lord is the one that molds and create the child. Oh, I create the child. No, you don't. You're bearing the child. You have a system that everything that you eat and drink goes to the child, but it's the Lord that molds the child. If the child come out retarded, the Lord molded in the way to look defected, have twins connected, body connected, right? That's the Lord's doing, right? But again, the Lord is right in everything he do. Verse 5, "And all the things that thou hast brought upon us and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment." Billy Carson, you other niggas, why is it not saying abuse? Why are they not saying, Lord, you abuse us? They saying this is true judgment, right? It says, "Didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins?" This is why it was brought upon of us, because of our sins, not because of abuse. We had to do something in order to receive that. If you got kids, Billy Carson, and any you other niggas that go against this, when your kid do something against your orders or what you say not to do, ain't you gonna pop them upside the head? Oops, upside your head. You ain't just gonna whoop a kid just for doing a good job. Sometimes I tell my kids, you did a good job, you deserve a whooping just to be funny. But in real reality, a kid that do something wrong, they get penalized, right? Verse 6, "For we have sinned and committed iniquity departing from thee. In all things have we trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Wherefore all that thou hast brought upon us and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies. Every nation outside of the children of Israel, the chosen people, right, were lawless people because the law was not given to them. It says, in the most hateful forsakers of God, and an unjust king, and most wicked in all the world. How are they the most forsaken of God? Because every nation created their own God. Some people said, "Oh, you're the God that flooded the Egyptians and split the Red Sea," right? It was individuals that believed that the God of Israel is real, but it was always a nation that rose and made a new God, because all these other false gods was made for these other nations. Now for Israel, because you are so much in the flesh, it was supposed to consume you and distract you, because a lot of y'all truly don't believe, right? A lot of y'all don't have love for the truth. You don't. This is why this is amazing. It's amazing. The man didn't bring out not one prophecy. So you can finish that Deuteronomy. I'm going to finish this part and then we're going to close.
People, you end up with people thinking that.
I'll go with, no, I want you to finish your thought.
By that text, all of a sudden, you end up with 400 years of slavery. You end up with abuse. You end up with divide and conquer tactics that separate people. You end up with people thinking that they're the chosen ones and they're the chosen people. And
first, it's not that we think. The Lord told us that we was chosen. Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 14:2, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54 to 57. The Lord did this. These people want to put it into a man. The Lord is allowing us to get back to the knowledge to see that he said that we're chosen. I believe that I'm chosen because the Lord said it. And he spoke this to other prophets for us to have it recorded.
Promised this promised land so we can eradicate another race of people, because this is our land, because God promised it to us. You have people that want to go on the papal inquisitions and torture and kill and murder over 80 million people. You have the American Holocaust, 111 million indigenous natives slaved.
And they're Israelites. You know, the black, Latino, Hispanics, and Native, they are one nation, right? Understand that the Lord haven't give this to you. Everybody's not going to get this. Everybody's not going to be a believer of this word. Everybody's not going to be full force. But what I read in Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 14, good is set against evil. Believers are against unbelievers. But you have to know it's really the men that's in this faith that's truly against the unbelievers, because the Lord set us up to teach this word. Everybody has a purpose, you know. All you people that's against this word, you were set up to be against it. And I want to give another all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Man, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Lord willing that you continue to believe in Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and understand everything outside this word is to knock you off your pivot. Even yourself. If you're not constantly reading these verses, oh man, that was a good lesson, and you ain't meditating on the lesson that you thought was fire, that actually keep you on fire. Romans chapter 7, verse 15 to 21 lets you know that your flesh is going to go off. And it always go off on what you're feeding yourself. You could be listening to somebody that's falsely leading you. You're going to go off, right? You could be watching something that's lustful and you could be weak and you could have your mind go somewhere. You're going to go off. I do that too, right? You can see a girl twerking. That shit might catch a man's eye, you know? Then there's other things that's in this place to knock you off your pivot. But do you have the need to go back to the navigation? When I'm driving and I could be lost somewhere, what do? I pick up my this phone or that phone and I go to the GPS, and what I do is a location that I can remember, put in the GPS, click it, and take me to that direction. And that's what the Lord is. He is our guide. That is Psalms 48 verse 14. The Lord is our guide, man. So again, shalom, shalom, all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Moshe again. Lord willing, this is edifying to the ones that believe, and if not, hey, this wasn't for you. Shalom.